All right, guys. Sorry I'm late. Had some issues going on, so just give me a second. Good to see you all here. Hope you all had a good day today. Great. Hi, Mike. Hey, Woody. Hey, Mike. Yeah, hopefully, connection unstable. Great. Well, let's see if that does in fact work then. Any better? You guys, how am I sounding? Is my audio at least coming through okay? All right. Yeah, so I'm a little late, guys. Let's see. Audio's not good. Still a little robotic. Hold on. Let me try something. All right, how am I now? Frozen. The evening day frozen. I got tomorrow off. Here I am. I'm streaming on Twitch. Yeah, I saw your message, Dave. On still choppy. Off today, rowdy. And them solar flares, I tell you. Just stick with the audio until you get. All right. So can everybody hear me? Am I coming in clear? Coming in well enough. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So basically, as I said, I started a little late. Got a bit of a late start getting going, but then started having problems with my computer. I have to have my computer guy come look at it tomorrow. So um, hopefully we can get it worked out. Yeah, roll mic, but I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, the audio alone without video is not perfect, but seems possible enough. Okay. All right. So, anyways, guys. So I have. We'll get right into it. I got 8 stories tonight. 2 from Bounty into Comics, um, and 6 from CBR. I'm just gonna go ahead and go right into them. Not even because we're already kind of in this. We got people here already and stuff, so I'm gonna go right into the. Actually, I'm going to have my guy come take a look at it tomorrow because basically things are steadily getting worse late. So hopefully. All right. Anyways, all right. So here we go with the first article of the night. Um, Disney reportedly pulls all ages Marvel and Star Wars licenses from IDW. Article by published today. So just 3 years after they licensed their extensive catalog uh, to the fellow publisher for use, a pair of standalone all ages lines. Disney canceled their Marvel and Star Wars licensing agreements with IDW. High Republic, Volume 1, number 8, back together. Okay. News of this licensing shape broke on I didn't even realize that I went out. And I can see I'm frozen on YouTube there. Ah. Anyways, boy. Yeah, I'm back, Dave. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize I was out there. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can't close all those windows because I need them for for the stories. I need them to reference. All right, so let's try this again. All right, so well, the thing is, I remember, Leto, I always have extra windows open here because for references and stuff. I'm gonna have my computer guy come tomorrow to um to basically see if we can't get everything fixed because this last piece you guys well know. So and the GoFundMe. All right, so let's try to continue. See how we do here. Um, then okay, so all that. Oh yeah. However, though the Star Wars license has been, however, though the Star Wars license has been pulled by DW, Johnson noted that Disney, quote, won't be handling any to Marvel Comics, unquote. While he was confirmed with his sources just what he told for the Star Wars license, John that Disney could possibly hand it off to Scholastic, which already has an established publishing ownership. All right, let's see, still there. Hey, you guys can at least hear me, all right? Robo Mike, we no harm to your planet. No, I more stream because like this has been happening more with StreamYards. Usually some of the other sites I go to are still working okay. But I think there might be something more wrong with my computer than anything else. But I'm going to try to. Anyways, all right. So, am I still coming? Am I still coming through, or am I still coming fine? Or the 9 viewers now? Kind of out. Bebop 70% coming through. All right. Might change your batteries. Solar flares. And let's see. I'm seeing solid at low crazy. All right. Well, it does seem at least. Well, I'm going to try to finish this first story here, and then we'll see. As of writing outside of IDW's statement regarding the Marvel Action line, neither entity involved in these licensing deals has publicly commented on Johnson's reports. What do you make of Disney pulling their juvenile Marvel and Star Wars licenses from IDW? Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments below. All right, so we're gonna get to the. All right, so it is trash. All right, okay, guys. I'm gonna try something. So I may be off for just a moment. I'm gonna try something here, though. All right, so I should be right back, hopefully. Okay. How am I now? How am I now, guys? Can you hear me? Can you see me? laggy still. Try one more thing here. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna try something. Once again, be right back. I'm gonna try to see if moving upstairs helps any. If that doesn't help, I may just call it a night. Move! Move! Pissed off. Don't know why. All of a sudden, it started not working. Alright, so. Jen, don't worry. Do you think? More on the fly like this. All right, how am I now? All right, guys, how am I now? Let's see. Good, I hear you. You hear everything, Mike. You heard you finding your computer, Mike. Yeah. I moved. If you guys remember when I was having issues a few months back, I did some of my streams upstairs. So that's exactly what I did now, just to see if it's working. It's working better than he thinks right now. Yeah, that's because I moved upstairs. I moved basically closer to the router. So. But we heard Mike pick up the computer and whisper how he's going to. Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, so it looks like everything is brilliant. Yeah, it looks like everything's better now. So I came up to my kind of alternate spot when my computer starts acting up down in my room there. So looks like everything. So okay, so let's continue now with the show. Now we spent a good part of the time dealing with this stuff here. But heard you struggle and getting set. Recuperation. So, oh wait, what am I doing? All right. Anyway, share screen. All right. So, anyways, let's move on to the next story here. So, And when the looks of it, looks like I am still coming in. That's good. It's always good. I do appreciate any and all um, remember the mute button is your friend. Yeah. Well, I wasn't exactly expecting to be talking too much but I should have probably did that. Silence back out. We will not hear your plans. Anyways, Mike got that stuff done now. Working great now. Yeah, I mean, I basically came back upstairs closer to the router. Um, so we'll hopefully see. And now, of course, we're getting some signal issues again, I guess, because now it's not. Everything. All right. So, anyways, let's get on to the next news article. I think we spent enough time with all that damn thing garbage. Um, Funimation begins issuing DMCA takedowns to anime piracy apps. Article by Spencer McCauley published earlier today. Let's read this one. Shortly after securing their position as the owner of the near monopoly on Western anime distribution, Funimation has reportedly begun to issue DMCA notices to various anime piracy apps. As first outlined by Torrent Freak, word of Funimation's anti-piracy actions first surfaced on September 6th, when one of the first outlets to get hit with a DMCA takedown, dedicated iOS and Android streaming app Taiyaki Anime, informed its users that, quote, this app is now closed, unquote, because, quote, unfortunately, it was hit by a DMCA by the monarchy company known as Funimation. After receiving a similar notice to Taiyaki Anime's, if not the exact same one, fellow pirate anime streaming app Anime Glare likewise announced on September 6th that, quote, Anime Glare recently got a cease and desist, unquote, letter from, smaller quotes, Funimation Global Group, LLC, meaning we are being forced to shut down all operations immediately. Quote, it was a wonderful journey and I really enjoyed working on Anime Glare and talking to y'all lovely people. But all good things must come to an end. And sadly, it's our time to say goodbye, unquote. Wrote project leader Blacknet. Quote, as of September 6, 2021, Anime Glare will no longer be functional and our website will no longer be distributing any app files. So I guess they're going after the apps right now, it seems like. See what you guys have been. Mike in the attic. You could kind of, I guess you would call this an attic, I guess. Let's see. Mike in the attic. I guess you'd say that, Leto. I want full grown Hobbit trail with the suite room above. Rest of the house just big enough for me to sleep in. I'm sure. Excuse me, guys. Chloe's barking. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's see. People in the stream in weird places in their homes, except that one doggo. Uh, all kind of weird. Are in bed. So sneaky. All right. Well, anyways, let's get back to the article then. Since in light of their own reception of a DMC takedown notice from Funimation, Shiro developer Lag announced that they would, quote, cease all development, quote, on their app. Quote, it's been a wonderful time developing the app, and the community has been nothing but supportive, unquote, adding Lag in a Discord screenshot shared to the anime piracy subreddit before warning, quote, all other developers should probably private their bleep ASAP as this company is hired specifically for DMCA notices, unquote. So, as noted by Lag, and as seen in the notices posted by a number of the above developers, the DMCAs are being issued by the IP research and protection company CoreSearch. Further, the notices being sent out by CoreSearch appear to threaten the recipient with, quote, a criminal referral to law enforcement, unquote, if they do not comply with the takedown request. Though, as of writing, it does not appear that any of the aforementioned cases have yet escalated to that level. Well, probably because nobody's thinking of challenging it, but I guess we'll see. According to Torrent Freak, two other apps, Project Camiroll and Yukino, have also received DMCA notices from CoreSearch. While their respective shutdown statements could not be independently verified, Project Camiroll and Yukino have since been removed from GitHub, the open source website used by both apps as a repository for their respective source codes. What do you make of Funimation's move to shut down anime piracy apps? Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments down below. Well, what do you guys all make of that? As I prepare the next portions of the I went upstairs. So here we go. So there we go with that. Let's see what are you guys? Streamlabs is more by yourself and customizing screen. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard though. Power Z's. Yeah, I'm getting ice cream. Be right back. Oberon saying he need to be banned forever. Who? Give me ice cream out. So there's a big chunk of that I didn't probably. All right, let's see. So chat, does anyone want? Let's see. All right. So sorry, my. So guys, anyways, we just did read that article. I just did read that article on Funimation issuing the DMCA, those DMCA on those piracy apps. You guys have anything you want to comment on in that, or back with Rocky Road and Chocolate Magic Shell? All right, I just wanted to see if you guys had anything to say. Well, Dave said I like pirates, but I don't know if that was a joke or what. So, all right. Well, anyway, I guess we'll move on to the next story then. All right, so here's the next story coming up here. Bunny Mask returns to Aftershock Comics for Volume 2 exclusive. Paul Tobin, Andrea Moody, and Taylor Esposito reunite for Bunny Mask the Hollow inside the second volume of their Aftershock comic series. Article by Tim Adams, published 14 hours ago. So here we go. The Aftershock comics horror series Bunny Mask is gearing up for a comeback in the spring of 2022. CBR can exclusively announce Bunny Mask the Hollow Inside, the second volume of writer Paul Tobin, artist Andrea Muti, and letterer Taylor Esposito's hit comic. The series finds Bunny Mask free from her cave while still dishing out her significant brand of justice. Quote, as Aftershock's second highest selling title of all time, bringing Bunny Mask back for a second volume was a pure no-brainer, unquote. Aftershock's comic editor-in-chief Mike Martz said. Quote, writer Paul Tobin and artist Andrea Muti have rewritten the rules on what a horror comic can actually be. And if you thought the first volume was full of turns, twists, and terror, you haven't seen anything yet. Oh, Bunny Mask is the story of how Tyler Severin, a doctor, accidentally unleashes Bunny Mask herself, an eerie supernatural woman with uncanny powers, into the world with his more than reluctant with his more than reluctant aid, she seeks out, in smaller quotes, sickness as defined in her own unfathomable mind, and deals with it in her own creepy and often fatal manner, unquote. Tobin said, quote, it's basically as if you became friends with the girl from The Ring. In the first volume, Tyler attempts to deal with Bunny Mask, meanwhile getting to know and fall for a woman named Bea Foster, who is supposed to be dead and who has some strange connection to Bunny Mask herself. The second volume continues to focus on the theme of identity, now with a new character called the Hollow, a bizarre creature who devours the very existence of his victims, leaving no memory or mark of the person being behind, wiping away any memories or physical evidence the person ever existed at all. This is something Bunny Mask definitely defines as sickness, unquote. Chloe, you know you're not supposed to be up here. You're going to have a hard time getting back down. Excuse me a moment, guys. I got to take care of this real quick. All right, I'm back. Let's see. anyways, let's get back to the article here. Let's see. Tobin also gave his thoughts on who could direct and star in a Bunny Mask feature film. Quote, oh, God, good question. I'd love to see a film or TV adaptation. As for director, someone like Takashi Miike would be amazing. Though there's an amazing wealth of people I've an affinity for Japanese and Korean horror directors, as I feel they work with pure tension of horror and in interesting ways, unquote. Tobin opined, quote, wouldn't have to be a horror director, though, because I think a good comedy director has a chance to make a horror film. The two genres have such focus on precise timing that if you can do one, you can do the other. For that reason, people like Olivia Wilde, who I thought was amazing with Booksmart, or Rian Johnson with his impeccable Knives Out, would be fantastic. There's a lot of others, though, and an actress to portray Bunny Mask, I'd probably go with someone new who could really make her mark. Someone who can exude presence even while just standing still. A Veronica Lake, a Vita Berra, a Josephine Baker, unquote. When asked if Tobin has a favorite page or panel from either the first or second volume, he replied, quote, "There's a page in the fourth issue of the first volume that I'm particularly proud of. One where Bunny Mask speaks a line that I'm proud to have written. I won't spoil it by blathering about it here. And the sequence we chose for the preview of the second volume, with Bunny Mask speaking with a dying woman in a hospital bed, is one I really like. There's another scene in the first volume where Bunny Mask reads the future of a young girl by holding her teeth. And I like that one too. Honestly, I like any of the scenes where Bunny Mask feels otherworldly or eerie, a creature that you can feel you're on the verge of understanding but never will," unquote. He concluded with his thoughts on what he hoped readers take away um, from the volume. Um, a sense of dread, Tobin concluded, a feeling that they'd like to meet Bunny Mask, and the knowledge that they'd regret it if they did. Bunny Mask, A Hollow Inside, #1, goes on sale in spring 2022 from Aftershock Comics. Bunny Mask, A Hollow Inside, #1, writer Paul Tobin, artist Andrea Muti, letterer Taylor Esposito, cover Andrea Muti with Colleen Coover, on sale spring 2022. Her footfalls don't exist. She leaves no marks. Her eyes are a white abyss. Her name is Bunny Mask, and she's free from her cave and moving through the city, searching for sickness and enacting her own unfathomable sense of justice. Can Tyler Severin control her? Does he want to? The answers to that are still hidden. But what's clear is that Bunny Mask is back to grab you by your teeth and never let go. Oh boy. There she is. This is some of the panels from it, I guess. Yeah, that is a little eerie. That is a little eerie. All right, then. Let's see what's. That's Bruce. I love Rahi. Sound like just some people wanting to drop bondage mass on people. Let's see. All right. Sasuke, let's see. She's creepy looking. Could have learned a few lessons from Hugh Hefner. All right. So, anyways, let's move on to the next article then. We're coming up on the hour mark here. Here's our next article we're going to read here. Excuse me one quick second. I've got to do something here real quick. That's better. Anyways, All right, so here's the next article. See, The Scorched, McFarlane Spawn team book, feels art team debut date. Spawn's universe continues to grow in The Scorched, a new ongoing series from Image Comics. Starring an elite team of Todd McFarlane's top characters. Article by Henry Verona, published 12 hours ago. The Year of Spawn continues this December with the release of the team-up book, The Scorched. The Scorched is a new ongoing series from Image Comics by writer Sean Lewis and artist Steven Segovia and Paula Securia. It spins out of the events of Spawn and Spawn's Universe #1, bringing together a who's who of top characters for an epic adventure. The first issue of the series features appearances by Spawn, Redeemer, Medieval Spawn, and She-Spawn, among others. However, don't expect everybody to stick around. Speaking on the series, Spawn creator Todd McFarlane said, quote, "The Scorched will allow myself and the creative team to bring in a rotating cast of heroes and villains and to have fun creating new characters and storylines." So this is going to be a team-up book, and it looks like that should be interesting. Originally announced in February, Spawn's Universe is a line of titles that was created to design a, quote, multi-character, interconnected comic book universe, unquote, centered around Spawn. Thus far, the line has proven to be one of the biggest success stories of the year for Image Comics. The Spawn's Universe #1 one-shot that launched the title was Image's top-selling first issue of the 21st century at the time of its release, with over 200,000 copies sold. However, that was quickly surpassed by the record-breaking King Spawn #1, which sold over 497,000 copies, making it the highest-selling superhero title in over 25 years, beating out the likes of Amazing Spider-Man, Batman, the Avengers, and more. The next title in Spawn's universe will be Gunslinger Spawn by McFarlane and artist Brett Booth, featuring additional stories by A.L. Scott, Philip Tan, Kevin Keane, and Thomas Nachlik. It is the first ongoing series starring the popular Gunslinger Spawn character, who originally debuted in Spawn #119. Gunslinger lived roughly 200 years ago, but was brought into the modern era during the build-up to Spawn's Universe #1, where he finally met Al Simmons. He will also be featured in The Scorched's debut issue. Like other Spawn's Universe titles, The Scorched will come with a wealth of different covers, in addition to standard cover by artists Frank Quitely, Greg Capullo, Don Aguillo, Mark Silvestri, and Brett Booth will contribute variants. Shops that order 250 copies will be able to order an incentive cover signed and individually numbered by McFarlane that will come with a certificate of authenticity. The certificate will allow the book to be eligible for the CGC grading services and will be the only way for fans to receive a signed copy of a particular cover. The Scorched #1 goes on sale December 15th from Image Comics. Scorched #1, written by Sean Lewis. art by Steven Segovia and Paulo Siqueira. Frank Quietly, cover A by Frank, cover B by Brett Booth, cover C by Greg Capullo, cover D by Todd McFarlane, cover E by Don Agulo, cover F by Mark Silvestri, cover G 1/50th copy incentive sketch by Greg Capullo, cover H 1/250th copy incentive signed by Todd McFarlane, $5.98 US, 48 pages. On sale December 15th, 2021, the first all new issue of Todd McFarlane's superhero team book. There's a threat so big that no single hero can stop it. And the formation of this new supergroup is the only thing standing in its way. Members will include Spawn, Redeemer, Gunslinger, Medieval Spawn, and She Spawn, with many more heroes waiting in the wings. Join the battle in this first issue extravaganza as the forces of heaven, hell, and earth collide. Register pitch an Avengers-esque ensemble of superheroes and the latest entry in Spawn's universe. Hook readers of King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn, as well as longtime Spawn fans. There we go there. Gone. It's a Spawn extravaganza. Yep. That's the orgy of hell Spawn. Yep. And yes, I did. Well, Dave wrote it, so I read it, obviously. Anyways, so all right, so here's a third. Here's a third of the comics articles from. So let's see. So two. So now that we're just over, we're about halfway through everything. It looks like. So DC announces Batwoman Who Laughs imminent debut. A gender flip version of the Batman Who Laughs from Earth 11 threatens the multiverse. Starting in the pages of Justice League Incarnate #2, article by Jeremy Bloom, published 12 hours ago. So, the Batwoman Who Laughs will soon emerge as a new thorn in the side of the DC Universe's heroes, according to an upcoming solicitation for Justice League Incarnate #2. Written by Joshua Williamson and Dennis Culver, artwork by Kyle Hotz and Andre Bresson. Justice League Incarnate is a new series set to begin in November, starring a team composed of superheroes, various Earths, including Val-Zod, the Superman of Earth 23, Flashpoint, the Flashpoint Batman. Justice League Incarnate will see a team defending the multiverse against Darkseid along other threats, including Earth 11's Batwoman Who Laughs. All right, excuse me a moment, guys. I gotta go take care of my dog again. Be right back. Alrighty then. So back now. Now let's go ahead and we were into that. So inspired by the female versions of Superman and Batman, who first appeared in 2005 Superman Batman number 2324, the fan favorite Earth 11 was identified in the Multiversity Guidebook, a 2015 book by Grant Morrison, and a host of artists that outlined the known Earth in the DC universe. A world where legions of women were inspired by Themyscira's Amazons. Earth 11 is renowned for its gender-flipped superheroes, including Superwoman, Batwoman, Wondrous Man, who stand in for the DC's traditional trinity. The original Batman Who Laughs, created by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, debuted in 2017's Dark Days of Casting. A twisted fusion of Batman and Joker, the Batman Who Laughs hailed from the Dark Multiverse's Earth 22, outlined in Dark Knight's Metal and Tales from the Dark Multiverse. The Batman Who Laughs home universe was revealed as a twisted, shadowy reflection of DC's normal universe, full of fallen heroes and world-shattering events that ended with the villains victorious. Kind of similar to Earth X with the quality comic characters. The Batman Who Laughs would go on to become one of the key generals for Barbados, a demonic bat god who sought to destroy the multiverse. He also served Perpetua, the original creator of the multiverse, in Scott Snyder's 2018 run on Justice League, and succeeded in taking over the Earth in the 2021 saga Dark Knight's Death Metal, 2020-2021, I believe. After a series of bitter battles that embroiled all of the Earth's costume characters, the Batman Who Laughs was finally defeated by a powered-up Wonder Woman and thrown into the sun. Aside from Earth 11, issue number 2 of Justice League Incarnate also teases a trip to Earth 13, a magic-filled world also outlined in the Multiversity Guidebook, and a meeting with Super Demon, a combination of Etrigan the Demon and Superman. That sounds interesting. Gone, gone, the form of man, arise the demon Etrigan. Justice League Incarnate number 2, written by Joshua Williamson and Dennis Culver, art by Kyle Hotz and Andre Bresson, cover by Gary Frank, variant cover by Jorge Fornes, 125th variant cover by Kyle Hotz, $4.99 US, 40 pages, second of 5, $5.99 US variant cardstock, on sale December 7, 2021. As Darkseid's quest leaves a bloody trail across the multiverse, the Justice League Incarnate ventures to the dark world of horror known as Earth 13. They must enlist the aid of Super Demon and his League of Shadows against not only Darkseid, but also the evil power couple of Asmodel and Sheeta Queen. While on Earth 11, the Batwoman Who Laughs begins her schemes. Oh, there we go with that one. And we got 3 more anime-related stories here. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what you guys are saying here. And guys, I do appreciate all the likes and shares. That helps. I thank you guys for that as well. So, anyways, let's get on to this next article here. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime feature film announced for 2022. Following the conclusion of its latest season, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime announces that it will continue with an all-new anime movie. Article by Michael Cerna, published 8 hours ago. Popular isekai anime, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, will follow up the recent conclusion of its latest season with a feature length movie, which is scheduled to be released sometime during the fall of 2022. The official Twitter account for the fantasy franchise announced the new, as yet untitled movie shortly after the final episode of the second season aired in Japan, with no story details about the movie were revealed. While no story details about the movie were revealed, the Twitter account did confirm that the movie would be released before the end of 2022. Japanese entertainment site Comics Natalie then revealed the first piece of promo art from the movie. At Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime tells the story of Satoru Mikami, a middle-aged salaryman in modern-day Japan whose life comes to a sudden end after he is stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. To Mikami's surprise, he finds himself reincarnated in a high fantasy world as a slime, the lowliest of all fantasy RPG monsters. Using his new unique abilities, Mikami eventually takes on the new name of Rimuru Tempest and establishes a nation of fellow monsters with the ultimate goal of creating a society where all races of monsters can coexist with the human kingdoms of this new world. The series, sometimes referred to as Slime Isekai by its fans, began in 2014 with a light novel series written by Fuse and illustrated by artist Mitzvah. The novel series was an immediate hit with over 4.5 million copies in print, and was quickly followed up with a manga adaptation in 2015. The manga was even more well received and has 25 million copies in circulation worldwide. As of May 2021, that manga was further adapted into an anime series, which premiered in 2018 and received a second season that arrived in 2021 following multiple delays due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. The anime series also received a 12-episode spin-off show The Slime Diaries, which aired during the spring of 2021. All of the Slime anime series have been produced by Studio 8-Bit, which was previously best known for its adaptation of Infinite Stratos and The Irregular at Magic High School. 8-Bit was founded in 2008 by former members of Macross animation studio Satellite. Both seasons of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime anime are available for streaming on Funimation and Crunchyroll. The original light novel series is localized in English by Yen Press, while the manga is available in both print and digital formats from Kodansha. Anyways, prepare to go on to the next article here. Let's see. Sorry. All right. All right, then. So, anyways, continue on with the next article here. All right, so here's the next article. G Kids licenses Pompo the Cinephile for theatrical release. That sounds interesting. Cinephile, somebody who likes having sexual relations with a movie, I guess. That's what a cinephile is. G Kids has acquired the theatrical rights to newly formed anime studio Clap and God Eater director Takayuki Hirao's film Pompo the Cinephile. Article by Lydia Levecchi, published 8 hours ago. So here we go. The indie anime success Pompo the Cinephile is coming to North American theaters next year. Let's see. The anime film distributor G Kids Films has announced its acquisition of the recently released and critically lauded anime film Pompo the Cinephile. The debut film of new animation studio Clap, Pompo the Cinephile, premiered in Japan on June 4th and grossed roughly $1.8 million during its theatrical run. The movie was selected to air during Montreal's Fantasia Film Festival. While there is no definite international release date as of yet, G Kids confirmed the film will become available in North American theaters with both the original and Japanese studios with subtitles and a new English dub sometime in 2022. Pompo the Cinephile is the first major project and debut feature from the newly formed animation studio Clap, which previously only produced an anime movie commemorating the 10th anniversary of Honeyworks' Lip X Lip or Lip Lip Virtual Idol Unit. Action anime director Takayuki Hirao, the director behind many of the anime studio Ufotable's works, including Geo, Tokyo Fish Attack, God Eater, Magical Sisters, Yo-Yo, and Nene, and Garden of Sinners, Paradox Spiral, directed Pompo the Cinephile, while Shingo Adachi, Sword Art Online working fame, created its character designs. Takafumi Nishima, Cell World, He's Otherwise, and Miyamoto Deiji meets girl. Didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? Served as the film's art directors. Since its founding in 2008, G Kids has been localizing international animated films for North American audiences and recently distributed Makoto Shinkai's hit Weathering with You in the region. Most famously, G Kids licensed the home media and theatrical rights to the majority of Studio Ghibli film library and also acquired the Blu-ray theatrical and digital license to the original Neon Genesis Evangelion series, including the film The End of Evangelion. Based on the two-volume manga by Shogo Sugitami, G Kids describes Ponpo the Cinephile as rollicking ode to the power of movies and the joys and heartbreak of the creative process, unquote. The movie tells the story of Joel Davidovich Pomponet, or Pompo, a talented film producer in Nollywood. Okay? With a gift for bringing out the best in her actors. Despite her natural talent, Ponpo has been relegated to producing B movies and erotic films for years. One day, she informs movie buff and reluctant production assistant Gene that he will direct her latest script, a drama about an artistic genius. Things get complicated when the legendary but difficult actor Martin Braddock and a newcomer actress looking for her breakout role join the production. As the project becomes increasingly more chaotic, first-time director Gene's creative vision gets put to the ultimate test. There we go there with that one. So we have one more story, I believe, and then we will be done with the main stories. How are we doing on time? Oh, now we're right at hour 30, so it looks like we've been making good time despite all the other difficulties here. Anyway, so let's get to the last article here. Should I do it? Here we go. Knights of the Zodiac live action movie cast Sean Bean, Famke Janssen, and more. So, Knights of the Zodiac was the English name given to the original dub of Saint Seiya. Not the more recent dub by Funimation, but the or ADV, but or not ADV, but Sentai, Seraphim Digital Sound Sentai, the older one. Toei and Sony Pictures' upcoming live-action movie adaptation of Knights of the Zodiac, Saint Seiya, has found its star-studded cast. Article by Michael Cerna, published 6 hours ago. Knights of the Zodiac, Saint Seiya, will be the next classic anime franchise to get a live-action remake, which will star Games of Thrones' Sean Bean and X-Men's Famke Janssen, among others. The live-action movie's cast was revealed by The Hollywood Reporter. Japanese-American actor Makenyu will play the lead role of Seiya, a young man who eventually becomes the leader of the series' titular Knights of the Zodiac. Makenyu is the son of legendary Japanese martial artist and actor Sonny Chiba, who recently passed away due to complications related to a COVID-19 infection. Western audiences may be most familiar with him from his supporting role in Pacific Rim, Uprising, while manga fans may recognize the actor from his starring roles in Japanese live-action adaptations of Chihaya Furu and Tokyo Ghoul. Sean Bean will play Seiya's mentor, Alman Kido, while Jumanji The Next Level actor Madison Isaman will play the role of Sienna, who is apparently the movie's equivalent to the original series Sayori, a reincarnated goddess who the other knights must protect. Diego Tinoco will play the anti hero Phoenix. Famke Janssen, the Thin Red Lines Nick Stahl, and professional martial artist and Iron Chef host Mark Dacascos will also appear in the movie in as yet unspecified role. The new reboot is directed by Polish animator and special effects um, expert Tomasz Baginski, who previously worked on The Witcher. The most recent drafts of the film's script were written by 10 Cloverleaf Lane's Josh Campbell and Matt Sturken. The movie will feature fight choreography from Chang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings stunt and fight coordinator Andy Chen. The movie is being described as an origin story for Seiya and the series team of armored-clad warriors. The original manga was created by Masami Kurumada in 1986 and is widely regarded as one of the most influential shonen series of all time. Kurumada's original story is also one of the highest selling manga of all time. With over 35 million copies in circulation worldwide, the series has been adapted into animation several times and has also received several sequel and spin-off manga series. The new movie is being produced as a collaboration between Sony Pictures and Toei, the company which also produced many of the Saint Seiya anime adaptations. The film is expected to release sometime in 2022. Oh, there we go. So there it is. That's all the regular news I have for you guys tonight. Let's see. Let's see. So hour 36. So we've made some pretty good time here. Well, they don't really have to remake any of them. They just choose to remake them, Leto. Let's see. Yeah, so anyways. And on Nick's show tonight, EVS versus Peggy Poulter in real time. So that's what he's doing. So, anyways, so guys, I guess it'd be a good time to wrap up now. I thank you guys for being here. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? 95, 96, and 2006. Nietzsche Mike. Okay. All right. So without no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and so today is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. Let's take a look back at this day in Nietzsche history. Nietzsche the heck out of it. Nietzsche. All right. So let's see now. All right, so first off, we head back to 1995, which was 26 years ago. On this date, 26 years ago, in 1995, the 75th issue of Archie's Pal Jughead comics went on sale on this date. Of course, the stories, basically featuring a bunch of Jughead features right there. Archie's Pal. So on this date, 26 years ago today, 75th issue of Archie's Pal Jughead comics went on sale on this date, 26 years ago today. So, all right, moving on to the next one. On this day in 1996, which was, of course, 25 years ago today, there were a number of animation cartoons that debuted on this date in 1996, including The Mouse and the Monster on UPN, All Dogs Go to Heaven, the series on syndicated as well as on Fox Family Channel, Cave Kids on Cartoon Network, Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Realm, and Wing Commander Academy on USA Network. So those 5 shows debuted on this date back in 1996, 25 years ago today. And finally, let's see, somebody said something there. There was an All Dogs Go to Heaven. Yes, there was, Dave. Bruno the Kid. I remember that. Yeah. So anyways, on this date in 2006, which was 15 years ago, the Satellite Gonzo produced anime Glass Fleet completed its run on the Asahi Broadcasting Network. So on this date, back in 2006, 15 years ago today, Glass Fleet, produced by Satellite and Gonzo, completed its run on its original Japanese run. So there we go. That's all that happened on this day in each history. I thank you guys again for being here with me, even though we had some difficulties. Hopefully we'll get it solved tomorrow to where I don't have to come back up here to the attic to do the stream, where I can do it from my room as I always do. So anyways, thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.